Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Sniper Doofus back with another weekly recap here. Just a trading disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so do trade at your own risk. Because maybe some of you will lose money. Probably like 100% of you, like I lost my first account. Anyway, what I do in this series is I just go over the trades I took for the week, some mistakes I made, some things I could have done better, and some trades that I missed. Now, this week, I actually did hit a 6 with my trade in the first day within around 12 hours or so, and then after that, because it was kind of a big win at around 6%, so because I have kind of a small account size, it was only around $125. So anyway, that was still a pretty big trade, so I just decided for the rest of the week to not really jump in on any more trades and kind of just wait and come back next week. So this video is going to be pretty short because we've only got one trade to analyze, and then that's the reason why I sat out for the rest of the week. So I didn't really miss too many trades this week, but I will go over the trades that I thought had a pretty good setup, the ones that I analyzed and that I would have entered in if this trade had not have gone in my direction. So with that said, let's just head over to the pair. Alrighty, so we're here on USD JPY, and I'll show you kind of the analysis as to the reason why I entered in on this trade, and then I'll just go over how come I closed it here, and then also just what I could have done better. So let's just start. So this trade here was mostly it was mostly decided based off of like the election and fundamental news rather than price action. But if we were to zoom out here, we'll just head over to the 4-hourly chart and zoom back in. We can kind of see that whenever it hit this low here, it would kind of go up and kind of come back up. So we can see here it hit it again, went up, and then this here was kind of the time of the US election. Now the US election brings in a lot of sort of that uncertainty around like the US economy and that sort of stuff, and that saw the US dollar drop heaps. So that's why it actually came below this support level down here. And so as soon as the market opened, I really wanted to put in a buy, and initially I was targeting these highs up here, but then because I wasn't going to really be looking at the markets and that sort of stuff, I kind of just had my stop loss for here. So I entered in my position here, kind of just moved sideways for a bit, but then after that I went back to sleep, and then I woke up and it was still kind of just hovering sideways, and then I had some things to do during the day, lol. And then I came to get rid of my take profit as I saw that this green line here was kind of going up, and I saw that bullish momentum. So if I was to go on the hourly, the chart was really like at around this level here when I went to close it, get rid of my take profit, and that way I could have just let it run even more and maximized out my profits. But what happened was, as I went to get rid of my take profit, then it just hit my take profit and automatically closed, so unfortunately I missed it. But this trade here did close at that 6% reward, so I'll show you right now the price and all that sort of stuff with this trade here. You can see here that it was actually 86.6 pips in profit. So now with that said, I'll go over to this GBP USD pair and just go over kind of those trades that I did that I thought had a pretty good setup and to take it towards the upside. So if I'm here looking at this pair, already I can see that it's in this uptrend here, right? We can see the uptrend with this arrow, and then it just comes down to marking down those support and resistance levels. So we can see here support, and like previously would have been resistance there and here. So you just constantly do this, rinse and repeat. And then here I could see that the fib from this low up to this high, so this movement here would be the impulse, then this correction came back down to this 0.5 area on this key level. So that's showing us that after seeing a bit of rejection here, if we just zoom in here, there's a slight bit of volatility and then rejection. So then that would have been a nice sign to enter in on this 0.5 level and take this towards the upside. And right now we could see that it would have already been above that 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So what could be enabled right now is move that stop loss to break even, risk about 2%. So now you're at 2%. You can close 0.5%. I mean, you can close 1%, have 1% running, and if it continues heading up towards this market structure, then hopefully this extra whatever 130 pips will allow you to kind of bag in another 2% or something like that. So that there would have been a nice trade to take this week. And I'll just go over another trade that I thought would have been good. So let me just find that one quickly. Alright, so another trade that I did miss was this setup here on Euro JPY. So even though I could kind of see that there was this kind of downtrend movement and this double top, we could see that it did come down to this previous key level where I kind of thought that there would be some rejection and possibly movement towards the upside. So what kind of confirmed this and what my analysis shows is that we could kind of see here, oh, let me put my fib back there. What we could kind of see here is that it's kind of starts this upwards movement, right? We can see that there's a resistance here, breaks it, and then it becomes support here, right? So then I put in this key level. We can also see that it's support level there, right here. And then if we use a fib, right, from this low down here, so down here to up here, we can see that the key level falls right on that 0.61 area. So if you were to enter in roughly right around here and then target obviously this upper market structure, I could have maxed out my profits, and this trade here would have had essentially no drawdown. But knowing me, I probably would have had my take profits at something around here, or closed half of the position at a 1-to-1. So here I'd risk 2%, risk once it hits that 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I'd close half of the position, then let the remainder run, and then we can see here this is about a 3.4 risk to reward. So then that added would be roughly almost like 2% to about a 1.5%. And if I am trading essentially the $100,000 account from FTMO, then essentially that's my work done for the month of just entering one trade, or something like this here where this was a 6% trade, then it would have been good, because I did on this pair risk 3% as I was pretty confident in its ability to head up. So guys, this week wasn't really active, but if you do want to see my analysis live, or you just want to see my progress as a trader, I have another series called like Beginner's Guide to Forex, and I also have Becoming a Profitable Trader series where I started on the $60 account. I kind of grew that account up a bit, and then I blew it, kind of just over leveraging it, so that was my lesson learned. And then from there I started this $2,000 account, which after around 3 months I'm up $600, which is pretty good. And I'm using these profits to fund my FTMO $100,000 account challenge, and hopefully before university starts I'm able to get access to the account and start living off of Forex and investing in property. And at the end of the day I just want to retire younger, so that way I can do more with my life, such as like have fun and that sort of stuff. But with that said, guys, if you want to check out my social media, just hit the link in the description. There's several of them. I have like Instagram, Twitter, whatever, blah blah blah. But yeah, with that said, guys, that's going to be the end of the video, and see ya.